So here's my FA Cup final decode. I'm going to focus firstly on Iheaneacho, the guy who got the winning goal in the semi-final for Leicester, and his connection with the number 14. So I believe Iheaneacho sacrificed his mother for his success. His celebration is this: he gets on his knees, he points to the heavens, and it's a tribute to his mum. So I read this in an article. Iheaneacho said, "I lost my mum, now nothing can scare me." And the Leicester City striker's mother, Mercy, passed away at the age of 14 through illness. The media didn't declare what illness, just through illness. And 43 is the 14th prime, and numerous articles said that Iheaneacho was age 14 when his mother died at 43. And obviously I've just told you he wears the number 14 jersey. I think that's just to remind him every day that he sacrificed his mother for his current success. Sounds awful, but I believe it's true. So he recently scored his first Premier League hat-trick on March the 14th, which can be written 314, like pi, 3.14. So how interesting that number 14 gets his first ever Premier League hat-trick on the 14th day of the third month. Just know a hat-trick is 3 goals in the same game. And I came across this on Sky Sports. After he scored a hat-trick earlier in the season on Mother's Day that helped Leicester City to their biggest win of the campaign against Sheffield United on Sunday, he told Sky Sports, "I'm going to use this opportunity to dedicate this hat-trick to all of the mothers in the world, the ones taking care of us. I wish them all a happy Mother's Day." Reciting lines there, I'm pretty sure he sacrificed his mum. And he gets the hat-trick on Mother's Day. How very interesting, eh? And he gets it on Sunday. Obviously, he was the son of his mother. I mentioned how a lot of people are sacrificed on a Sunday. But get this as well. He got this Premier League hat-trick on March the 14th. That's the 73rd day of the year. And I discussed this number a lot, 73, because it's the 21st prime. And just so you know, Brendan Rodgers was born in 1973, Leicester coach, and Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea coach, was born in 73. Just know that Wembley are only allowing 21,000 fans into the stadium, like 21. Can you believe this, guys? And he gets his first Premier League hat-trick in 2021. It's just like Tom Brady. He went 7-3 in Super Bowls in 2021. It's just wild. But this guy's number 14's, guys. So after he got that hat-trick, Leicester beat Sheffield United 5-0 in that game where he got the hat-trick. And I came across this. Leicester temporarily moved up to second place before Manchester United's win against West Ham, while Sheffield United are 14 points adrift of safety. So number 14 gets that hat-trick on the 14th, and then Sheffield United 14 points adrift of safety after that game. And against Sheffield United, what happened, guys? Last year, they were really good, really strong. There was a possibility that they were going to actually get a European place. And then the following season, bottom of the league, a joke. They get rid of Wilder, who the year before was a candidate for manager of the year. You know what I mean? Because it's nothing to do with how good these coaches are. It's all ritual. However they're doing it, magic, it's people behind the scenes, the players are aware, it's ritual. So, as I've shown you, he wears the number 14 jersey. Before scoring 14 goals in 14 appearances, he went 14 months without scoring a Premier League goal. I've told you, he's turned into prime-time Ronaldo. And before that, 14 months without a Premier League goal. I also think about what Vardy's done to get where he is. From non-league to Premier League top goal scorer one season, representing his country. I wonder what he did behind the scene. I really don't want to, actually. I don't even want to think about it. He previously had 14 goals in his previous 76 appearances for Leicester before his run of 14 in 14. So again, 14 goals in 76 appearances, and then this season he gets 14 in 14 appearances. Nobody questions it. Or there'll be people sticking up for him saying, well, now he's finally getting an opportunity. Yeah, if he was so good before, he would have got the opportunity a long time ago. Do you really think Brendan Rodgers is the one who selects his team and he judges how well they've performed in practice or previous games? It's nothing to do with that at all. Why do you think you see now, like Chelsea, changing the goalkeeper every other week? How does that make any sense? And there's so many fake injuries in professional sports, it's a joke to justify these players missing games. He scored the winning goal for Leicester to take them to Wembley. Wembley equals 104, like 14. He will be coming into this game with 140 Premier League appearances. Obviously, this is not a Premier League game, but again, another 14 connection. Shows you all these selections, it's just ritual. He needed to be coming into this game with 140 Premier League appearances. It's probably why he didn't play so many games for as long as he did. It will be the 140th FA Cup final, and it takes place on 14 date numerology. 14, when you type it in, equals 104. And just know last year, Arsenal won the FA Cup, and the winning goal was scored by Aubameyang, who wears number 14. And this is the shirt that they were all wearing at the end, because Arsenal got their 14th FA Cup, which is the most, as you can see here, the 14th FA Cup title in the history of the FA Cup. And for another 14, Leicester City are currently 0-4 in FA Cup finals. They got to 4 FA Cup finals, they've never won. If they win, if they beat Chelsea, that becomes 1-4, like 14. So I personally think Leicester will beat Chelsea. I know that Chelsea have a lot of good riddles. Before I get to that, I want to discuss the semi-finals. So as you can see, Iheaneacho here, see how he's pointing to the skies or to heaven. And this was the semi-final between Leicester and Southampton. Leicester won 1-0 with a 55th minute goal from Iheaneacho. Check out the celebration here. What's he doing? Pointing to the sky, pointing to the heavens. Chelsea beat Man City 1-0. Ziyech, 55th minute. So you've got both semi-finals finishing 1-0 with winning goals in the 55th minute. So 1-0 can be seen as 10, as you see here. And look at this. 55 is the 10th Fibonacci number and 10th triangular number. And you've got both these games finishing 1-0, winning goals in the 55th minute. Same celebrations. Because I think Ziyech, look at this. Ziyech fell into a spiral of drinks and drugs after father's tragic death, aged 10. I wonder who he's pointing to there. I wonder who he's pointing to there. It's just highly disturbing, to be honest. So Leicester have a ton of things. I'm not going to get too deep into it. But I do think that they're going to be getting that FA Cup trophy. Again, look into Mark Selby, who just won the Snooker Championship, the World Championship. When he wins major championships, Leicester win a major trophy. Selby, he won a championship when Leicester gained promotion to the Premier League. He won a championship on the day that Leicester won the Premier League. And 14 days ago, before the final, he just won the World Championship. Born in Leicester. And what a joke that he got his 1,037th career win in the decisive game, where he ended the tournament with a 33 break, because 137, 33rd prime, guys. Snooker, there's a reason they put the balls in a triangle. Just think of the pyramid. Think of the Illuminati, as people call them. It's just an absolute disgrace. Chelsea have some numbers for sure. They do. For example, Leicester equals 96. And if Chelsea win, they'll go 9-6 in FA Cup finals. The word Freemason equals 96. Remember that 96 people died in the Hillsborough disaster. Iheaneacho was born in 96. But Leicester have the value. I would not be shocked if this game finishes 2-1 to either team, but I think Leicester, again, because of the 73 connections, how both coaches were born in 73, how only 21,000 people are allowed in the stadium. 2-1 makes a lot of sense to me in 2021. It really would not shock me. I don't know if it's going to be game over after 90 minutes are going to extra time. I think it's probably going to be done in 90. So look at this. This is wild to me. If Brendan wins, he's going to get his 58th win for Leicester, and Los Angeles Lakers equals 58. He can stay on 21 draws. Kobe equals 21. And obviously it's 2021, and he can stay on 30 losses. And Kobe Bryant equals 113, which is the 30th prime. But interestingly, it's going to be his 109th game coaching Leicester. And Tuchel of Chelsea can stay on 109 career losses if Chelsea win. And then you have this. Look how Rodgers has 154 career losses. Well, his birthday was 15 weeks and 4 days ago. So 15 weeks and 4 days before the final. Will he stay on 154 losses? However, when's the final? The 15th of May, which can be written 155. Is he going to get his 155th loss? I'm still leaning towards Leicester. And as far as I'm aware, I think Leicester equals 57 as well, and he can stay on 57 wins. But what about this as well with you've got Brendan Rodgers, who was born January the 26th. And then you have Kobe, who died January 26th. And then you have Thomas Tuchel, who became Chelsea manager on January the 26th. This is the stuff I want to show people. Those connections, these 1-0s, both finishing 1-0 with 55th minute goals. The celebration here, pointing to the sky. This one here, pointing to the sky. Chelsea sponsored by 3 as well, that Masonic number. 3 shots on target for both teams, like 33. Chelsea, 44%. Man City, 56. They have to throw in 56. Manchester equals 56. Big number. And when Leicester beat Sheffield United, they advanced to 56 points. Again, Sheffield United, they were so solid last year defensively, and then they're getting beat 5-0. What happened? Oh, they faked a few injuries. That's what happened. So I'm going to ride Leicester. 1, because I think they have the better riddle, and because they have the better value. There is the chance that Chelsea can take this. Obviously, they also have the 2012 connection. If history repeats itself, in 2012, they won the FA Cup and the Champions League. They had Fernando Torres, who they signed for 50 million. Now you have Chelsea, who just signed Werner for 50 million. Both scored big goals in the semi-final against Spanish giants. Both had really mediocre first seasons, but came up big when it mattered. So there's a chance. If Chelsea do win the FA Cup, I'm going to get on them to beat Man City. But I'm riding Leicester here for the LA Lakers connections, the 14 connections, with it being the 140th FA Cup final. So I will not be shocked if Iheaneacho scores. Imagine he scores after 14 minutes. Imagine he scores a brace. They win 2-1 and Iheaneacho scores after 14 minutes and 43. Imagine that. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to go huge on Leicester, but I will put a nice bet on them. Whoever you're going for, good luck. I won't be watching the game. I have no interest, but I'll be keeping an eye on the score. So there you have it, guys. These wild connections with Iheaneacho on number 14. I think that's just insane. But I'm gonna ride Leicester to pick up their first FA Cup win.